The prevention initiative that we're talking about today is the partnership that we formed with Alliance Security. And while many domestic violence coalitions and organizations have partnerships with different companies in their community, this one's really unique because it's innovative by bringing together two organizations, both of which are committed to safety. Both have different missions, but the missions are tied to keeping people safe. Well, this relationship really had a very organic feel the way it started. We didn't go out and decide to engage Alliance Security. We kind of stumbled upon each other. And when we found that there was a symbiotic mission that we shared, it just really grew from there. The common commitment to working to end domestic violence led to a natural conversation about how do you prevent domestic violence and what role can everyone play in the community, what role can a company like Alliance Security play in helping to end domestic violence. And so from those initial conversations with the leadership at Alliance and with the staff here at the Coalition, it just grew from there. Well, our focus here with the partnership is on prevention and on helping to provide safety for victims of domestic violence. So that's one of the things that I think is so great and unique about this partnership. Many companies and many individuals are attracted to the work because they want to help victims of domestic violence. Others might come to the work because they're really interested in preventing domestic violence. But with this partnership with Alliance, we're showing how it's really possible to hold both elements of the work to end domestic violence simultaneously. So through the work that we're doing with them, actually through the commitment that Alliance has shown, we're able to provide a whole new safety tool for victims with the alarm companies that are offered to victims. And at the same time, the leadership at Alliance, Jay himself, is involved in our 10 Men program, which is one of the exciting prevention initiatives that we're rolling out statewide. Well, the benefits have been absolutely phenomenal. We've only been in the partnership literally for about 2 years, and already I can tell you that there are at least 35, I think it might be up to 40 individual victims of domestic violence who have gone to sleep at night knowing that they are safe in their homes because of an alarm system that's been installed free of charge from the Alliance Security Company. That's a tangible benefit. You can't put a price tag on that kind of sense of safety that someone can feel in their own home when they've been living in a dangerous situation for so long. In addition to that, we've already seen the fruits of the relationship because Alliance Security has helped support our prevention projects and is personally involved by participating in the 10 Men program and financially supporting our public awareness campaigns that are going out in the community trying to raise awareness about prevention and how to end domestic violence. I think the first place where we found the natural intersection was the concept of safety and security. It's something that so many people take for granted, but victims of domestic violence are living every day in their own homes and not feeling safe. And so there's that natural intersection of taking what Alliance is there to do business about and what we're trying to do our business about helping victims get safety and taking advantage of that natural intersection. It's just a natural fit. I think some of the challenges in creating and sustaining a partnership like this are just the fact that we're all so busy. In the 2 years that we've been partnering with Alliance, they've moved their offices, they've expanded astronomically. They're in so many states around the country now, even just compared to 2 years ago. And here at the Coalition, we found ourselves spread thin trying to keep up with the increased demand for service, the exciting new initiatives that we're able to be doing in the community for our prevention projects. And so to nurture a relationship like this, it takes time and face-to-face relationship building and continuing to work together. So, we take steps one step at a time, and we're just really thrilled to see how it's a natural progression. And the ongoing commitment that's there is very encouraging. Well, there are several strategies that I think we've seen put into place that have been really effective here. The first is to take the time to get to know the people you're partnering with a little bit so that you can really build on that relationship. There are a lot of companies or a lot of individuals that might want to just write a small check and feel that they've done good in the community. But by taking the time to find out what is it that Alliance wants to get out of this relationship, and then figuring out what is it that we need to do in the community and where can we find that intersection. That's the kind of strategy that I think pays off in the long run. I think one of the lessons learned is how important it is to make sure that we have clear lines of communication when rolling out a new project like this. So for example, when we first launched the Friends of RICADV program, as we call it informally here, that was where we were referring clients who needed the alarm system to Alliance Security, and we needed to develop a smooth system of making the referrals work. We wanted to make sure that all the victims who were seeking the alarm system had an advocate to help them do safety planning and how to get the alarm system and not know that it was the only thing that was going to protect them. They had to have other things in place as well. And so we didn't want to just have victims contacting Alliance Security on their own randomly. We had to develop a communication process. So, we've learned that through the process of taking the time to make sure you develop a system that flows smoothly. And once you get those little bumps ironed out, it's a matter of just making sure you can check in with each other, with the partners in the project. So I have to say that I couldn't be more pleased with how smoothly the system works right now. When we get a referral from a victim who needs an alarm system, right away, as soon as I get that referral made, it's passed right on to Alliance Security, and we know that they're following up with the victim as soon as possible.